All right, hello everyone, and welcome back. Filito in the booth once again for you. We've got a fantastic matchup coming here for you, and this one is live. We've got BraMy versus JohnWayne. Excited for this one. Live is always a lot of fun as we have a quick peek here at our standings. The Beast with win and Murphy as well earlier, so they're both at 3-0. BraMy 1-1. And we've got JohnWayne at 0-2, so a chance for Wayne to get win number 1 and for BraMy to get a second win there. So this should be exciting. Live is so much more fun, absolutely, and to see these, we don't know the outcome ahead of time, but when it's live, everyone can get it in on the fun a little bit. As they get set, the first map here will be the Plato's Cave, and they'll be starting in just a moment. A very philosophical map is the description. And we're off. The Plato's Cave, JohnWayne, BraMy. Here we go. 15 minutes to clear as many as possible. They've got a playlist, a curated playlist of expert levels, and all with world records under a minute 30. So that's how they've been selected. After that, it's the players going in blind. John with a skip on this first level and into a second one here. Too good to be true there on the ending of the stage, and of course needing to go the long way around. Looks to be a fairly tricky one that John is on here after the skip, so see they're able to make their way through it. BraMy's still going on the first level here. Looks like coming up to a checkpoint, but drops into the gap right before the checkpoint. So unfortunate death for BraMy there. Hard jump, 10 seconds, one screen. That is the level that John is on. That is his second skip. Now, both players do have the 3 skips. This is one of those levels where it's a tricky little mechanic, and if you get it, you get it. Otherwise, you got to restart. Not a particularly long level, as you can see, really just a few seconds, and so at least able to sort of move quickly, reset, and start going again, not needing to replay through a ton of early parts of a level to move forward. And so pretty quick downtime in between. And makes it. So impressive stuff there. Good little tech, and picks up the first clear. JohnWayne with only 1 skip left, but has picked up a clear with just about 3 minutes in. A Goomba level here, needing to defeat 50 Goombas to complete this level. This is one of those levels where it seems pretty straightforward, and sometimes they are, but every now and again, the problem becomes sometimes there's Goombas that are hidden in ways that are not super conducive, and maybe somewhere where you don't expect them and can be hard to find. You might end up with 49 out of 50, and then all of a sudden you can't find the last one. John up to 41 as BraMy clears the quick level there, that little trick. Picks up picks up a clear. Impressive work. And like I did mention, is stuck at 49 Goombas, so we'll see if they can locate this last Goomba, both with one clear on the same level, and now on Goomba hunt duty. It's not the type of level where you'd necessarily be inclined to skip right away. Certainly, I think that, you know, you might want to take maybe a minute or two into this because it's not a difficult level. Just requires some knowledge. John using the POW to clear out some early on Goombas, and so starts over here. Of course, only a 50-second timer, but now has more of a clear idea of the path forward. We'll see if can execute it here. We'll drop the shell in there as BraMy takes a death there onto the spike, very close to getting that Goomba. $49 Goombas now for John, just needing to take out one more. Has only 3 seconds left and makes it with 1 second to spare, and that will be a clear for JohnWayne. Second of the evening. We'll see how long BraMy sticks with this one here. Demolition Mario is the next level for John. With the Powerball power up there. BraMy going back down here now, has 6 seconds, has the clear condition, so should be able to complete this here. And does, with a couple seconds to spare, so we'll clear that one. 2-2, but John with a little bit more knowledge about the next level. Heading into the pipe here. Interesting level here. John getting through the pipe. Finds a checkpoint. So at least we'll not have to go through the early section of that level all over again. Which has got to be a good feeling. As the path gets cleared. Gets the P-switch on the first shot there, so an impressive timing. Interesting section here, sort of needing to bust through, it would seem. Make your way upwards without dropping back down. And finds the flagpole, so that's a third clear for John. BraMy making his way through this one here. Just waiting for the explosions to happen, so is able to move through. Now we have a level where you can't touch the ground after you make a jump. So we'll be bouncing on these dry bones here in an attempt to make it through the end without landing again. And the clear for John. Impressive. BraMy now also on the continuous jump level. With the skip on the last level, BraMy is one clear behind, making good progress through this level here. And finds the axe no problem first. So, good work there to bring it back within one clear. Has one less skip than John does, though, so something to keep in mind as we move forward with only 4.5 minutes to go. I believe the last skip was the level there, so on to Count the Monster for BraMy. Need to pick the correct amount of spinies there. Definitely a tough level, having to count everything while still making sure that, especially where John was there, to stay on the snake block as well. It's challenging because it is a slow-moving snake block. John, with a wrong guess, will fall to the death. The advantage of redoing this level, at the very least, is you know what the beginning answers are if you continue to progress. So not needing to sit and recount again. BraMy just behind SVJohnWayne in terms of where they are in the level, but is the one clear behind. Not exactly sure John was up to there with a death. That said, BraMy also with a wrong guess, and so we'll need to start this one again. This is the type of level that you can get locked into, but you know, if you believe you can get it again on the next try, it is probably worth doing again rather than having to do a blind read on a brand new level. John finding the clear. So 5-3 at the moment. If BraMy can get through here, as is toward the end, if get a clear would be... Yeah, and does, so we'll bring it back to 5-4. Still in favor of SVJohnWayne with 1.5 minutes left to... Definitely a close one. As John, with an unfortunate death right there, made it through that section, but just overshot the pipe. Both on the same level here. John, though, one clear ahead with a minute to go. They both made it through the first section. Both get the axe. So with 45 seconds to go, it'll be 6-5. And we'll see how it finishes up here. But maybe a critical moment was John taking a couple early skips, but making up some time and we'll be able to get that extra clear a little bit earlier. "15 seconds to go. And it looks like that will be it. So John, by a score of 6-5, will take round 1. A close one. They'll get set up here for round 2. The early skips by John paying off on this after this first round. As they just quickly get ready, and round 2, BraMy needing to win this one to have a chance to win, and all 3 rounds are played to determine other parts of the standings. If you get 2 of the 3, you get the win, but if you win all 3 sets, it can certainly be relevant as opposed to a 2-1. So it's an important one, and they're headed into round 2. So they've got the cape and they're off here. John just a little bit ahead at the moment. Onto the snake blocks here. BraMy going to go through the P-switch section. Looks to be a pretty short level as John will take the first clear. BraMy isn't far behind at the moment, however, so could tie this one up pretty quickly. On to an on-off level now for JohnWayne. Into the P-switch door, and BraMy will pick up first clear, so they will be tied at 1. So an on-off speed run we've seen a lot of times before. John just getting caught on a spike. I imagine that would have been the end of the level. Has the lore on the level though, so knows what's upcoming. We'll see if BraMy can make it through on the first try. Oh, just gets caught on the spike. At the very end, so close to the door there. Unfortunate death. John Wayne, on to the next one. With the clear from the on-off. As BraMy picks it up, though, as well, right behind. Be tied now at 2. John getting caught on the spike. This is one of those one room, 10-second, mechanics-based levels. And pretty quick. Nothing too fancy on this one, actually, but... Oh, BraMy makes it through. So a clear there, and we'll actually take the lead now. So we'll lead 3-2 as John Wayne gets through right after. So 3-3 now. BraMy ever so slightly ahead. So Marble Zone, name of the level here, I believe is a Sonic level. And John Wayne with the clear onto that one. And BraMy should be through it as well. Not a long level. They both pick up the clear, so they'll be at 4-4. John, I believe, accidentally going into the wrong course there, so we'll quickly head back to the menu and go back in to the Jump King level. John just really liked that level so much, he wanted to go back and take one last look before moving on. Precision jumping here. Both making it through so far. Some blowers on the left there, and BraMy gets through those. Up to a pipe, we'll see if that's the end of this one. And it is. So a clear by BraMy. Up to 5 now, and right behind. This is a great one so far. 5-5 each. On to the next level, Switch X Switch. We'll see how these players are able to navigate through. So far, the on-off switches appear to not be trolled. That is fortunate for these players. It's always an annoying part of any level, especially in a format like this, where the on-off switches are corrected, and then all of a they are a lie. So the clear by both sides, and that will keep them tied at 6 apiece. Interesting that they both were able to beat that level in a different way, which was interesting in a level like that. There's not always more than one way to beat it. BraMy has a key now. John's still with the helmet, though. Makes it up and through, goes into the door, but without a power-up or a helmet, cannot damage boost through the saw. And so we'll need to do this one again. We'll see who can get to this one first. John taking a death there, having to go through this one again. This round just over halfway over. BraMy now dies in the same way as John just a few moments ago. Have to get through there with the helmet. As BraMy will take a second helmet. And John makes it through as well. So both now it's tied at 7. What a match so far. And this one, of course, is live as well. So not even the players know how this one will. So on different courses now. BraMy right near a checkpoint. See if they can get to it. Makes it. And has the checkpoint, and looks like the sliding from the thwomps is about to begin. JohnWayne makes it through their level, so up to 8 now. Still such a close match. John onto a level that I assume has something to do with Koopas, yeah, from the title, and it does. BraMy will grab another flagpole, so once again we're tied at, and this time at 8 apiece. BraMy now on to Wall Jump World. John can see a flagpole. But we'll have to take out the Mad Lad, and does so. Gets the key, goes through the door, hits a checkpoint. Not the flagpole as I'm sure he would have liked, but progress is being made. And a flag there for John, so a 9th clear with 2 minutes and 48 seconds. BraMy right behind with a clear of their own, so 9 apiece. Such a close match. This is so exciting to watch. Anyone's game as the timer ticks down here. Not much time left. As we'll see BraMy make their way through this level. One that John had just beaten. BraMy finding the mushroom there and has the POW block. John having just recently gotten a checkpoint. BraMy making the decision to exit that course and move on to the next one. Didn't throw the POW block at... and so not wanting to go through that again, we'll move on here. As John, with another one, is up to 10. This is close. And John with a small lead. Oh, but... Oh, dies just before the... Really good effort by John there to get there, but doesn't quite get to the flag. So a chance now for BraMy. If they can clear right here, and John, yeah, doesn't make it again. Oh, but BraMy takes a death. John doesn't clear the level, but BraMy, had they gotten that clear there, this could have been going to overtime, but I don't think there's any way now. BraMy will need to clear this right now on this one attempt, if they can even get there before time runs out. And John gets the flagpole with 10 seconds to go, so 11-9, extremely close, but it looks like there will be no way, as John will take this match. 11-9, extremely, extremely close. What a great one to watch so far. They will play one more round, but it will be John with the match. So GG. Extremely close one. John is in the win column now. 1 and 2 will be the record. But will it be a full 3-0 sweep? And we will find out very soon. Third round will be coming up here in just a moment. So the players just get ready to go. It's making sure they're on the same page, level-wise. So the translation, by the way, for those curious, Chateau Effondre, that is collapsing. So that is probably an indication of the theme of this one, as they're off on the... This looks like a pretty well-themed level so far. John making it through that section there. Some tight spike jumps, but nothing super crazy so far. BraMy in the same section, just behind. Be able to drop straight down onto a check. So they both got that very close. BraMy taking a death on the spike there, but has the checkpoint, as John will also go down. But not too far. Onto another section. You can see the axe there. It is close. I believe this is the last section. Just a hammer bro to make it over. For both of them, BraMy gets it, and John right behind. So one apiece. Fireball turn prevention puzzle is the next one on the docket. Looks to be a puzzle solving level of sorts. BraMy decides to take a skip, not wanting to mess around with that too much. So on to a new one. A new soup level here. There is some wind here, so... And both players, of course, playing the same levels. It's a curated playlist. All levels with under 1 minute and 30-second world records. And they go down the list one at a time. If they choose to use a skip, of course, they'll just move on to the next level in the state, or next level in that playlist. John picking up a fire flower as well. So, BraMy moving on. This level, it doesn't have really that much of a clear direction. John with the workaround there, though, we'll see if that's... Yeah, and that is the way to go. And makes the flagpole, so that's a second clear now for John. So, interesting there. Finding the correct strategy. Smart play by John to make it through. And BraMy with, I believe, the third skip. So is on now to a new level. Looks to be some precision jumping here. In addition to some fun slope sliding. And BraMy finds the end. So a second clear. John should be right behind. And is indeed, so 3-2 in favor of John. Next one tagged as a speedrun level. BraMy deciding to ignore a couple parts and just go through it. 50 seconds. Saves a bit of time there on the triple jump. Can't quite get underneath. John gets taken down as well. BraMy has made it into a new section. Some fireworks there. This level, you know, not really great in terms of indicators. BraMy doesn't go through the one-way, though. Level with some confusing spots. No doubt the players here are certainly having a little bit of difficulty with it, and I can't blame them. John, avoiding the fire flowers here, has made it through a section though, so runs out of time, however. So now probably has a little bit more idea of what is required. BraMy onto a new section. Avoids the fire flowers yet again. BraMy looks like he might have a shot here. Has quite a bit of time on the timer. Oh, and hits the troll block. Let's see if there's a recovery. And does so. What a fantastic recovery. Still gets the clear on the level. Extremely well done there. What a save. Pogs in chat, please, everyone. That was the save of the night. BraMy now with the third clear is tied up for the moment. A magic carpet ride here. Positioning can be so key on these levels. So far has made it through unscathed. And that's the end of the level. John taken down, almost made the save just like BraMy, but runs out of time just as they were about to touch the flag. And so BraMy now actually has the lead in clears. It's 4-3. On to Prickly Dunes. John giving up on that one, and certainly that's, I think, the right decision at that point with only about 5 minutes to go. As long as John sticks with this one, though, should at least be able to tie it back up. Doesn't hit the on-off. good heads up. And makes it through, no problem. Lots of time to spare. I apologize if the mic is having any issues. I've been trying to fix it. It was pretty good earlier. Every now and again, it gets a little bit prickly, so I apologize for that, folks. So they'll make their way through and trying to collect all 310 spots. That is the clear condition on this level. Good save by BraMy a few moments ago and makes it to the end of the stage. So that's a 5th clear with just over 3 minutes to go. John with the death will have to go at this one again. And as the time gets lower, chance for BraMy to take this one potentially and make it 2-1. John still has won the match, but can definitely still record a set victory for BraMy here. And we've got a 10-second speed run for BraMy at the moment, and you know that can be good if you're able to make those jumps within your first few attempts. You can get a clear pretty quick. Of course, the level in the dark as BraMy takes a moment to boo the level. That is the trouble in the dark, and of course there is a clear condition as well, needing to collect all the coins. Oh, doesn't quite get the shell onto the on-off. Had collected all the coins, but knows the end of the level. John picking up the clear. We're tied up once again. BraMy so close, gets the shell off this time, doesn't quite make it through that tight gap though. Has the lore of the level. So, has the advanced knowledge. We're tied, 1 minute, 45 seconds to go. A clear by either player would be huge. That final section, as BraMy doesn't quite grab those final few coins there. JohnWayne also going down though. Very precise level. If you're at all off, not only will you likely run out of time, but you'll also run into one of those fire bars if you trip up at all early. And misses just 1 coin, runs out of time. Both players know exactly what they need to do. So it's a matter of executing it. And John does it. And so does BraMy. 45 seconds to go. And we are tied at 6 apiece. Ladies and gentlemen, we may be looking at an overtime section here. Next level tagged as puzzle solving, 30 seconds. We'll see if any progress can be made. We have 15 seconds to go. I doubt that anyone will be able to find the flag. JohnWayne, I take that back. JohnWayne has found the flag, but I don't believe has any way to get into it. So we'll see, and time has run out. So we are going to go to overtime here. We'll give them just a moment to set up, but what a run so far. Six clears apiece. What an exciting match. So for overtime here, it'll be the first, whoever beats this level, and they'll be playing the same one. Whoever beats level first will take the round. And they'll play the same level until it's completed. No skips or anything like that. So we'll see what we've got ourselves into here as we're off to the races. John Wayne, a win here would be a 3-0 victory, has already recorded his first victory of this league, now 1-2. BraMy now at 1-2 as well, but a chance to make it a little bit closer. And the amount of sets you win over the course of the league does definitely end up mattering. So even though this is a loss, getting the set win would still be a great... I wonder if John may have found the exit there. As, goes for a bit of a YOLO jump. Bit of a troll level in overtime. Not, at least not a lot of direction. John making it over, not going in the donut section, but has at least made it progress farther. Just holding right at the moment. Has found a Kaiser block there, so should be able to make his way up. BraMy now is at least towards the section as John takes a death. BraMy going into the pit of donuts there. We'll see how this works out for him. Not well, and we'll have to start over. You know, it may have looked a bit enticing, you know, the flag could have been there, but given what I'd seen earlier at the level, definitely not going to be the right answer there. What an overtime level. A troll-tastic finish. John going through some clear pipes. Falls to his death though, so who knows how long we will be here. John at the moment maybe with a little bit more knowledge making his way farther to the right, but as of yet not a ton of information available. John Wayne's turn now. Didn't go into that donut area before and will pay the price for it. Will we ever see the end? Make your bets now. Yeah, that's one vote nay so far, so this is definitely a strange level. Not too much to say about it, to be honest. I mean, a lot of this, unfortunately, for them is going through that same process over and over again. You know, going through the same annoying beginning, spending all that time at the start, not getting really anywhere. And every now and again, they get to try, you know, sort of a new path, which as of yet has not really worked out for them. No end in sight thus far. At some point, they'll finish. But it could be a long and winding road. What a level for them to end up on. It's such an exciting 15 minutes of racing where they both ended up with the 6 clears and a bit of a standoff. BraMy trying some things out here with the Thwomp, gets denied by the springs. It's not a good level. That's I'm willing to say that we could probably put this in the garbage tier. John's made it over somewhere. Where to go from here? I have no idea. BraMy now has made it through a section, has popped out actually where John was. They've played this level so much now that that opening part, a bit of muscle memory. Now, they say all roads lead to Rome, but boy, is this a convoluted way to get there. So it looks like they're going to be given up here and moving on to the next level. Mutually have agreed that this is... As BraMy will throw a little trash talk here. And we'll hopefully move on to a level that the players can actually clear. John's off in some distant land up top here, but they have both agreed to move on. Ironically, John found the path right after they agreed, but or right after they agreed. So they'll be going on to the next level as they'll head on. Man, what torture. So they're on to 3, 2, 1 lava. And that's the level here. So they boot it up, and we'll see what we're up against. Hopefully this level is a little bit better than the last one. The fact that there's no troll on those question mark blocks there is already a great... I'm so used to dying to those. This one actually looks like it has some good design to it. So they make their way along here. Getting a little bit of a bonus out of this one. We had 2 overtime levels, although, to be honest, I don't know if I can consider that first overtime level a level, but you're my... Try and make their way through the maze here. BraMy getting close to that lava, has to move up, and just in time. Wow. Couldn't have gotten any closer to that. Takes the death, though. That block, that's going to take a lot of time to get back. We'll see if JohnWayne can avoid the same fate. Wouldn't really call it a troll, but is a bit misleading. BraMy about to take a bath into the lava there, unfortunately, so going again. So far, at the very least, this level is not nearly as bad as the other one. This one actually has some neat moments in it. This is definitely going to be a close one. BraMy just gets into the pipe there. Gonna have to move fast. And gets over there. Interesting that they're choosing to start over each time, considering they have a checkpoint. Making it through that maze there. Just following the indicators now. BraMy's made it into a pipe just as the POWs go off. Behind, gets another checkpoint. A lot of stuff going on right now as the POWs are now exploding behind them. There's the flag. The falling POW block. BraMy, though, from the second checkpoint. Not quite sure about this ending yet. BraMy knows has to be close. BraMy will have to try this one again, but again, is farther ahead. Remembering now just to take the death. Almost started over, but didn't because has the second checkpoint. So good save there. I mean, certainly you get used to hitting it right away, but have to sort of stop doing that now in this one. John has been starting over a lot of times. I believe BraMy may have found the end here, and onto the flagpole. So GG, BraMy gets a set win. John with his first win though of a match, so is 1-2. Both players now 1-2 in matches. That's the end. What a match! Double overtime. It's been a close one so many times. Thank you very much for watching, folks. We're just finishing up here. We'll be heading to the next one right away. And we'll take a short intermission, and we'll be back. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and stick around. We'll be back soon.